is with a very warm heart that we welcome you to today's episode of Tax Matters. My name is Olumuyiwa Matuluko. How has your week been and how is business going? A few episodes ago, we shared with you the news of our present experience regarding the online posting of the receipt to us by the FIRS for a payment of tax that we made regarding a transaction. If you recall very well, on that episode, in one of the inserts, the executive chairman of the FIRS, Mr. Fowler, said that it was part of a series of initiatives being embarked upon by the FIRS towards making tax payment a pleasant experience for taxpayers. In fact, prior to that payment of tax by us on July 24th and the posting of the receipt to us on August 6th, the FIRS had concluded arrangements on about 6 different initiatives, technologically driven, and had embarked upon a series of stakeholders engagements aimed at keeping stakeholders abreast of the new developments. One of such events took place on June 28th in Lagos. It was on VAT and withholding tax automation. Mr. Wole Shonekon, Special Assistant to the Executive Chairman FIRS on ICT, gave an insight into what the stakeholder event was all about.
What we need to look at is we're looking at collaboration from the various sectors in order to help us drive our revenue. And introducing automation into these services is a key step towards that. I think what I would like is that this is an interactive session. We're not invading certain security concerns, certain platforms that you already have. We're not here to spy or investigate into your process, but to add a little bit of service and benefit to all the services that are being provided from an FIRS perspective and from yours.
The Executive Chairman FIRS was represented at the event by Mr. Emeka Obiagu, Director of Enforcement at the FIRS.
It's my sincere expectation that this session will give each and every one of us a solid platform to improve processes geared towards making tax compliance easier and more convenient for all of us, and the taxpayer in particular. In the current 2017 budget of the Federal Inland Revenue Service amounting to 4.9 trillion, the government expects FIRS to generate 1.9 trillion from VAT, which represents about 40% of its total budget for 2017 fiscal year. And ladies and gentlemen, to do 1.9 trillion is not something we do through manual tax collection. If we try to do manual tax collection, considering the environment, the population, the target will not be achieved. Hence the need to automate. And Mr. Wole Shonekon earlier told you that we are looking at automation in all our sectors. The aviation is currently ongoing. Many of the sectors are already automated. And by the time the oil and gas and financial services are fully automated, it's expected that there will be a handshake between your systems and what we do, that the era of manual tax assessment ceases. Manual collection will cease, things will be easier for taxpayers, and revenue coming to government will improve, and your organizations will be tax compliant. On our part, we'll do our utmost best to make the transition process and automated tax dispensation as seamless as possible. We are mindful of the challenges you might encounter as you embark on this journey with us, and will happily keep an open door policy to all of your queries and concerns.
The pointsman of the service providers gave an insight into the deliverables from the new initiatives.
Like the Director of Enforcement said a while ago, this automation is going on across different sectors of the economy. For us in eTransact, they gave us the mandate for the oil and gas sector and financial institutions and insurance firms. So this stakeholder meeting is going to be happening with other various sectors. Like we already know, the aviation industry is already being automated as we speak. The telecom companies are also, the automation is going on, and I'm sure they're also having different stakeholder meetings on this. You want to pay your tax, you don't want to go through struggle in paying those taxes. You want to make it must be as convenient as possible for you to do it. Today, some of the challenges you go, right now you may have to go put up a schedule, send it to the bank, and the bank will do all that and then come back to you. You start waiting for receipt and all that. The whole idea is, how can we cut out all these things and make it easier for you? From the office, you have paid your tax, you're not going to be waiting for where's the receipts coming from, where is, no, you can write from your office, print them out, and you have it. A taxman comes back to your office, you can show this is my receipt, and he can verify, even on a simple cell phone, he can verify whether it is correct or not. So it has to be easier in the fact that the government want to boost their taxes, but also make it convenient for people to pay those taxes. Most of the companies here are reputable companies, and I believe that so long as this meets your needs and doesn't take anything extra from you, compliance becomes a lot easier. With this new approach, from the day you start, and as long as the company is in operation, you can always go back to every single tax you have paid in 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is, be able to see it. And what we've done with working with FIRS is to integrate the platform directly to the iTax. So it is not, when payment is made, it is not where, again, there's going to be a manual process to pull that information from the bank or from anywhere else and update the FIRS iTax platform. No. The moment you make a payment and it is settled, is instantly at the iTax payment, so that when the taxman is looking right there at FIRS, he sees that you have made the payment. The moment that is done, it becomes a lot easier even for FIRS in their own management. They don't need to be pursuing everybody because they can see from their system who has paid. So sometimes you have made some payment, but because it's not reflecting at the system, somebody still coming to your office to ask you about payment that you already made before. The whole idea that this should bring it to an end. That even from your office, you can even access it directly and see what you have paid. The taxman themselves can see what you have paid. You know, the whole idea is that it creates transparency. And the whole idea that it creates convenience.
On the cost to user organizations,
is there a cost to you as an organization to get this done? No. It's a free. FIRS have provided it at zero cost to the company. The API is free for any of the oil and gas and financial institutions here. Most of you have already done their automation right now and doing their test. Our team, they are available to assist you to make sure that this becomes very easy for you and quick to be able to deploy.
and on benefits.
I was with one of the CEOs of one of the telcos who was actually trying to appoint a consultant to go out and see how they can collect their withholding taxes from various organizations that, you know, that have deducted withholding tax and they are not yet remitted. And the consultant have given them a long bill of going to do that. But I said, okay, why not log in? Because some of the people we are talking about are already using the platform. So right there and then he created his profile and logged in. I'm talking about one of the top 3 telecom industry in this country, mobile networks. And the CEO logged in by himself, and he was able to see withholding taxes that have been paid by some of the organizations he was thinking about, but they didn't know they paid it. And he can see it there, which means he can actually just print out his receipt on the platform. You know, and that's one of the benefits. Now, you don't need to begin to chase people around about the withholding tax, for example, because all you go, when we do the demonstration of the portal itself, you see, you can just go and lodge the complaint on the platform. And when you lodge it, it becomes available to everybody. You don't need to chase them around. FIRS will know it, the customer will know it, and you also will know it. And it becomes easier for people to comply. Because this is, if you dispute it, fine, dispute it with the company and make sure the right information is in there. And the payment, as soon as payment is made, it moves it out from pending straight into your own account. And I think that is one of the advantages, and a very serious advantage for most companies that are here today.
London, New York or Lagos, business or holiday, home or office, you can now carry out your tax transactions from anywhere in the world. You can now file all your tax returns, pay online, get a receipt and even process your tax clearance certificate from anywhere in the world online and in real time. All you need to do is log on to www.firs.gov.ng and click on e-services and be introduced to the world of innovation, convenience and transparency from the FIRS. You can also pay stamp duty as you register a new company with the CAC or for other transactions that require stamp duty payment online. You can also file your withholding tax returns and determine the withholding tax deducted from you is in government covers so that you can get your receipt within 45 days as long as the deduction has been remitted. Yes, all of this and more online at www.firs.gov.ng/e-services. FIRS, making tax administration as easy as ABC. Please note that all FIRS services are free of charge. This message is from the Federal Inland Revenue Service. It pays to pay your tax.
Welcome back. The program is Street Tax Matters, and we are sharing with you what transpired at the stakeholder event that was held to sensitize user organizations on the new initiative regarding automation of VAT and withholding tax collection, remittance, and receipting. Representatives of potential user organizations voiced out their concerns and they were reassured of the robustness of the new initiative.
I'm not sure how this will work in a multinational where you have a generic system. Generic system as in the same system is used globally. Number two is, in these days of hacking, I don't know how we are going to convince multinational that they are going to use an independent software to interface with their system. I'm just mentioning this so that we get ourselves prepared, because if I'm the owner of the company, I want to be sure that my data, my system is secure.
I was thinking that I will sit in my office and I don't have any business with the bank. I will just click a button and all of withholding tax transactions and VAT are automated. As such, I can get I don't even have to prepare the schedule at the end of the month. So, is this addressing that system?
Yes. I know that, for example, most of the multinational companies use SAP and use different and this is a global platform that everybody is connected to. But obviously, your transactions within Nigeria, is within Nigeria. And normally, even an SAP allows you to be able to spool out reports that you can interface. So that was going to give you an API or web service. It's your technology people, indeed, that know where that file is dropped, because your system is automated. So as soon as that information is coming, they know exactly where their fast information is going. The API that will give you is not us to go into your system. No. You are going to consume that API and it begin to pull that information and it spills it out from your ERP. That's what we're saying. Okay? So you can actually with your IT unit that we do that. The issue of e-reporting, e-receipting, I think that if you hear what I say and what the director said, the iTax is already there. But what these have done is also that we have connected directly to the iTax. Every information, take for example, if you put your TIN number, it's picking it directly from FIRS. It's not picking it from any other system. And when information payment is made, it sends that information directly to the iTax platform. So if you log into the iTax platform, yes, you can print your receipt. Even on this, in the discussion we have and during the integration with FIRS, is that you can print that receipt because it has that reference code that matches, and that reference code reports in different ways. It reports at the valuation account, so when you are doing an audit, even by FIRS, at the valuation account, it also reports at the portal of FIRS portal. So you can actually, and what we have agreed with FIRS, that receipt you print out from the platform is indeed what you can actually show them. But also, like I said, all this information is already imputed in iTax. So they won't start coming to you because they can see those information already in their system. Before it wasn't so. The whole point of automation is to make it easier. And automation means that now, instead of coming to ask you, they already have that information in their system. They can only come to you if they kind of feel that what you have, maybe you paid a tax of, let's say, 20 million last year, now you're paying 5 million, and you cannot justify that. I mean, that's where it's going to be a challenge. And I think that answers to the gentleman's question about, indeed, you're talking about, are you still going to continue to move schedules to the banks? No, because at FIRS you can log in as a customer, as a taxpayer, upload your schedule. If your schedule has already been automated, and you can click payment, either using, that's why we talked about, you nominate the bank account to make payment from, so that when you click on it, it debits that account and credits this federation account. So, and you don't need to visit the bank, but the banks are still in the chain, because those is the bank that still gives you the credentials that you're going to use to do the debit. So that is, so that's the whole idea. The whole idea is that you can stay in your office, do your schedule, click the button, pay, and transaction is gone. You can print out your acknowledgement receipt, and then you can now print out eventually your payment receipt the next day immediately. In terms of cost, obviously, you're going to do what you have to do in your establishment. That's why you have your IT department working to do their work. So, but there won't be any cost. Now, if you go to a Flex Cube or a Finaco, you're doing an integration, they're going to send you a cost for those integration, even to their system. But in this case, for example, FIRS is not going to charge, e-Transact is not going to charge you, for working with you to integrate to the system. No.
We have good news for you. We can happily inform you that we have begun to experience firsthand what you have heard regarding automation of VAT and withholding tax collection, remittance, and receipting. On Monday, the 21st of August, a government department made a payment to us for a service rendered. We actually got the alert on that Monday at about 3:30 p.m. The following day, about 1:30, we got an email from notification@firs.gov.ng. It showed our taxpayer identification number, it showed receipt number, and showed the amount of withholding tax on that payment that ministerial department had paid to the FIRS. We were advised to go to a link. It's on your screen. We followed the advice to print our receipt, and behold what we saw: withholding tax credit note. Withholding tax credit note that you will wait forever for in days gone by. Beautiful things are happening.
London, New York, or Lagos, business or holiday, home or office, you can now carry out your tax transactions from anywhere in the world. You can now file all your tax returns, pay online, get a receipt, and even process your tax clearance certificate from anywhere in the world online and in real time. All you need to do is log on to www.firs.gov.ng and click on e-services and be introduced to the world of innovation, convenience, and transparency from the FIRS. You can also pay stamp duty as you register a new company with the CAC, or for other transactions that require stamp duty payment online. You can also file your withholding tax returns and determine the withholding tax deducted from you is in government covers, so that you can get your receipt within 45 days as long as the deduction has been remitted. Yes, all of this and more online at www.firs.gov.ng/e-services. FIRS, making tax administration as easy as ABC. Please note that all FIRS services are free of charge. This message is from the Federal Inland Revenue Service. It pays to pay your tax.
We are coasting home, but before we bet the ship of tax matters on today's episode, let's tell you the story of a visit by August visitors in August. On Wednesday, the 2nd of August, the Inspector General of Police, Alhaji Idris, led a team of top police officials and officials of the newly established Nigerian Police Broadcasting Service on a visit to Revenue House in Abuja. The story of the Nigerian Police Broadcasting Service can be told in any other forum. We are Tax Matters, and everywhere we go, we sniff out for stories regarding taxation. As you know, the Nigerian Police Force and the FIRS are strong partners, and this was reiterated in the welcome address of Mr. Fowler to the delegation.
We have had a long-standing relationship with the Nigerian Police Force, and as you noticed during the introduction, we do have a Deputy Commissioner of Police who heads our police units which is attached to FIRS. talking about taxes, basically we're talking about law and the people who hold the law in terms of the enforcement and the police force. So apart from the enforcement, they also provide protection. I remember His Excellency, the then head of state, Olusegun Obasanjo, came to declare the first national tax policy open in Lagos. And he described taxation as blood to the body. Without blood, there's no human being. And I think Nigeria has come to that realization that without tax payments, there can be no sustainable funding of our budgets, both current and future. And on that note, we'd like to also say that we at FIRS have taken on this challenge, but in taking on that challenge, we do need partners. And one of our closest partners are the Nigerian Police Force. I'd also like to thank the police force in helping us ensure that there are no illegal roadblocks across the nation when it comes to tax revenue. We see our business as a service. We see our business as something that is oriented or directed to all categories of individuals. So we do have information that we have printed for children to introduce them to taxation. And we'd like, at this point, basically, before I do the presentation, to let you know that the wives also can play a very important role in helping FIRS to give out these school books to their children and other children in either police schools to also introduce taxation to them at a very early age.
In his remarks, the Inspector General of Police made this profound statement.
I know the importance of tax, because I remember the first time I was employed in the UN. I was a D1. It's sort of a position in D1. By the time I saw my pay, because they pay us through the UN headquarters, and I saw the chunk of money they took out of my tax. Most of these developed countries live on taxes, and I think that's where the people there are more committed to the country itself. One of the issues, I believe that one of the this thing we're facing in this country, that nobody care. You don't have this, what do you call it? There is no connection. They pay, because if people are paying tax, they will pay a lot of attention to what is done with their money. And I think this is one of the things that will. And obviously, I am happy that we have seen the magic you have done in Lagos. And, Lagos has, you're like a pace setter in that state. And we're trying to copy one of your innovations, that's the police force funds. We're trying to adapt it. We're trying to adapt it. We have met with the National Assembly. They have done a public hearing on it. And we believe with that establishment of this police force fund, we are going to change the face of policing in this country. Because policing all over the world is requires a lot of funds. And without these funds, you cannot have an effective and efficient police force. I want to say that at all times, because you are the backbone, it's just that you are the blood of the country. Yeah, because with money, it's a prerequisite for development. Without money, you can't do anything in this world. We are ready to support your organization, and we are ready to provide any assistance you require for you to succeed.
Of course, anywhere, enforcement of tax compliance cannot be done without the full support of the police.
The Nigerian police happens to be one of our best partners in tax collection. So we move with the police because you said it all, that Nigerians find it difficult paying their taxes. And with the collaboration we have with the police at the moment, I can be sure to go home and sleep after catching a taxpayer because of the police behind me. And that gives us a lot of strength. When we know that you are behind us, we can do more for Nigeria. We want to thank you especially for this visit and reassure you of our support as an organization and pray that this relationship will continue to bring fruit to Nigeria. Thank you.
We wish the Nigerian Police Force and the Nigerian Police Broadcasting Service the best of luck. And to you, our viewers, we wish you the best of luck in your business, the best of luck in your family life. Let's meet again next week on this same station, same day of the week, same time of the day. Have a beautiful week ahead.